You all right, honky tonk?
Yeah, all right. That's quite a blowy sigh.
Well, it's quite warm in here, so I thought I'd try and bring a bit of cold air into it.
A nice little flourish. So, what to call it this week? Papa Coconuts, Daddy Spanners, Gentle Henry, do you like? Happy Knackers, Mr. Boiling Hot, Mr. Park and Ride, of course, Dr. Hot.
Dr. Hot. I
Dr.
quite
Hot.
like Dr. Hot. I'd like to stick to Mr. Park and Ride for another week.
Hey, it's a good name.
I don't want to, dismiss it too soon because I think it's got a bit of life left in it.
Okay, well...
Could I possibly upgrade it to Lieutenant Park and Ride?
Well, on what basis?
Would you consider that?
I'll consider, not today, though.
Just...
I'll chew it over, chud it about.
Just makes it sound a bit more important.
Okay, no, for today, it's Mr. Park and Ride.
Right.
How are you, all right?
Yeah, not bad. Just touching on our theme music there that we have, the Far Eastern thing, we've got a long-standing message to the Far East that we come in peace. We don't mean any harm. I think it's starting to bear fruit a little bit on the global stage. The striker Hulk.
Oh, Hulk, I know
Hulk.
Big, massive arse on him.
Played for Zenit St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Big arse Hulk. He's signed for a team in the Chinese Super League whose name I can't be bothered to find out.
And where behind that, do you reckon?
Well, he signed for them for a fee of £46.2 million.
Whoops.
And Hulk is going to be on 320 grand a week.
Wow.
Now, all I'm saying is they don't, at the moment, have a football-related podcast in China. And I think, look which way the wind's blowing, I think we could fill that gap.
Okay.
And that kind
How
of money
quickly can you learn to speak Chinese?
I don't think I need to.
All right.
I think I can wing it by just doing the accent a bit.
40 odd, what was it, 40 million?
46 million for fat-arsed Brazilian.
Well, it's about one-third
doesn't
arse.
score that many goals.
1/3 arse, so they're paying about 17.5 million for his arse.
Yeah.
That's pricey, isn't it?
And 320 grand a week for whatever he needs
Yeah.
to keep the arse plumped up.
Pricey, but they say arse meat is delicious.
It's the best of all meats.
Yeah, it's the best, sweetest cut. So what we're up to today, Andy, do you want me to crack off?
Yeah, go on. What have
right.
you got for us?
Oh, can I just ask, is the only way to open a champagne bottle to hit it with a ship? Or
It's the most popular way.
Yeah. But
There are other ways, I believe.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clear that up. And I just quickly wanted to say...
I'm not a millionaire, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, here we go. I just quickly wanted to say that I ordered a chicken and I ordered some eggs from Ocado. So I'll let you know which one... I say, yeah.
Is that your joke?
Well, would you accept that as a joke?
Yeah, I'm pretending to accept it just so I can get it out of the way and not
Okay.
having to deal with any more of them later on.
All right. Done.
Fine. Lovely. Anyway, have you seen that Ray Winston is going to be in the Wombles?
I saw a picture of him in the word Womble, but
What's that about?
What, you do an
How
observation
come we're
comedy?
not in the fucking Wombles? Do you know what I mean?
So he's going to be the voice of a Womble?
He's going to be the voice of a Womble. You planning on picking that crisp packet up, pal?
Yeah.
Because I'll give you a hand if you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I making myself understood? That sort of thing.
So they're upgrading it, are they? They're adultising it.
Well, they've got to be. I've never heard Winston doing it.
Yeah. They say he smokes. They say he's a lovely man.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
It's weird in life, isn't it? That, Frankie Boyle, on stage and that.
Yeah.
He's aggressive, wonderful, well-mannered
A lovely,
bloke.
tender fella.
Lovely, tender fella.
I bet his beard's really soft to the touch as well, is it?
I haven't touched his beard. He might have a couple of little blackbird's eggs in there.
You
It's a
liar.
big one, isn't it?
It's a beauty.
McLaren. Steve McLaren. Surprise, surprise.
What's he been up to?
Surprise, surprise, Andy. He got a phone call from Roy Hodgson this week saying, look, we've been through very similar experiences. We need to put the past behind us, because I don't know if you remember the last time that they met up.
Yep.
And the snake spew.
All over Roy.
All over Roy. And he's thrown out the house and so on. Well, he phoned him up and said, let's put the past behind us. Let's put the past behind us. So they arranged again for Roy to come round for dinner. And Steve, obviously, buying had a nice short-sleeved shirt on that the fat lass had brought him. When he arrived, Roy, to break the ice, he says, "That bloody snake isn't around, is it?" Just to break the ice. So they laughed a bit, and everything seemed more comfortable. And Steve actually explained he hadn't seen it all afternoon. Hadn't seen it. Wasn't about, don't worry. And Roy says, "Thank God for that," as it were.
It's very cool.
Anyway, so the fat lass is just leaving, going to let him alone, have a boys' night. that
Yeah.
sort of vibe.
Xbox
Gives-
cans.
Yeah, gives Steve a little peck on his arm, just below his sleeve. That's where she likes to kiss him. She says, I've done a toast mountain, a big pan of beans, I'll see you later. And says, oh, and I tidied up your DJ room in case you wanted to show Roy all your DJ equipment and that. So she waddles out, and her and the other big girls, they were having a night out at Flames Disco.
Yeah.
Flames Disco. It was Colts and 45s night, you know, where the older lasses can meet the younger fellas.
Yes.
So off she went anyway. So as soon as she's gone, Steve says, let's eat these beans really quick. I've got something to show you, Roy. So he wanted to show Roy all his DJ stuff. He's got like deck, mixer, 2 massive speakers. So they're fanning about. I'm sorry, this is going on and on it.
Has he got the lights that go along the bottom?
No, it's quite like...
Vari-coloured lights.
I'm going to call it... No, it's an upgrade.
Is he more club DJ than you know,
Yeah,
weddings and discos and
contemporary urban proper, you know. He downloads stuff from SoundCloud and that mixes it and everything. And so he says to Roy, he says, Roy, what's your favourite song? And Roy says that one, you know, I've got a brand new convoy travelling through the... He likes that. And Steve says, I'll do something like that. So he gets a beat going. And so they start trying to fit in, I got a convoy travelling through the night sort of thing. And they notice that one of the speakers is really dead. You know, it's really dull.
Yeah.
And Steve says, for Christ's sake. Me lass, she's tidied up in it and she's pressed the speaker right up against the wall.
Yeah.
So she's moved it about. Let's have a look. Let's have a look inside it. So
I wonder what it could be.
So this is what happens. So they pull it round, turn it around, take the back off it. So they take the back off it. You know what's in there, don't you?
It's the bloody yellow snake, isn't it?
Snake, isn't it? Steve's big yellow snake. So the first thing he sees, he's being smacked about by the bass. Yeah. So he's fucking all upset in his tummy and all that. They open it up. Roy looks in. He thinks it's some sort of raptor, owl or falcon or something. Bang! Spews up. And because he's like restricted, it came in bursts.
Yeah. Scattergun.
All over Roy's face.
Again.
All over Steve's shirt. So once again, it was a bloody disaster. Absolute disaster.
And then what happened after that?
Well,
Did
I think...
just go home.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave it there because, the story does go on, but I'll leave it there because I'm just going on and on and on.
Well, we might come back to that later on. We've got football news here. There's been a Bosnian fella.
Yeah.
And he wants to start supporting an English club.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know which one. So what he did was he wrote to all 92 English clubs.
Yeah.
And just said, why, dear sir, stroke madam, why should I support you?
All right.
Bit forward, I think.
Did he get any replies?
He got about 10 replies. The best reply he got was from Everton, which gave him a 512-page dossier about why it's great to be an Everton fan in 2016. And I think he's chosen Everton.
Has he?
Because they made the most effort. But if he'd asked you why you should become a Borough fan, what would you have said?
Well, at this moment in time, it's exciting times for Middlesbrough in the transfer market. But mainly, I've said, have you seen the unique new feature we've got on front of our kit, the wavy line?
Yes.
That's going to appeal
I'll pretend I have.
Yeah, well, it's going to appeal to a Bosnian.
Do you think?
Yeah, of course it is. Do you know those...
You're putting yourself in the mind of a Bosnian here.
Yeah. Are Bosnians fighters or peaceful?
Lovers.
They're lovers.
Lovers, not fighters.
Well, we got a good-looking squad. We've got a gorgeous George friend. Have you seen how gorgeous he is?
He's beautiful, isn't he?
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
He's kissed the Alderman, you know.
I bet he has.
Honestly, he has.
Happening on Teesside.
Yeah. Do you know what? There's not much, I'm afraid to say, and it's something I'm very proud of at the same time, there's no reason really to support Middlesbrough unless you're from Middlesbrough, and that's fine by us.
Yeah, you don't want any, newcomers coming along and spoiling things.
I'm not bothered.
Not understanding the customs that you have.
I'm generally not, we'll fill the stadium. I'm not bothered about Bosnians.
We'll fill the stadium. Did you fill the stadium in the Championship?
No.
Oh, so a lot of part-timers are going to rock up, are they?
Well, do you know how many Chelsea used to get in 1980 to 1985? Average attendance?
No, do you?
17,000. Do you know what I mean?
That's a bit of a memory around thing you've got going on there, isn't it? You've actually revealed a statistic.
But there you go. So, Mr. Parkenride.
Hello.
Dr. Oetker. Oetker?
Is it not Oetker?
Oetker. Do you like his pizzas?
I'm quite partial to them, yeah.
Yeah, you don't find them a bit thin?
They do the job. They're just like an emergency pizza, I think.
Yeah. Do you know what they're currently priced at up the Asda?
£1.
£1 for a
Yeah.
Dr. Oct?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I bet I wouldn't be surprised if the cardboard boxes costs more than the ingredients.
Probably does.
But anyway, I just wanted to say that, did you know that the original Dr. Oetker,
Yeah.
the original Dr. Oetker was a member of the Waffen SS?
Oh.
Absolutely true.
Oh.
And his son, who took over just after the war...
Colin Oetker.
No, he's called Richard, actually. Richard Oetker. He is very famous as well because he was kidnapped, put in a coffin that had electrodes. No, Andy, this is true. I wouldn't say if it wasn't. With electrodes in it, so that if he screamed or if he moved, he got shocks.
Yeah.
And I'll cut a long story short. They paid the ransom, and the man buried it in the woods.
Right, the coffin with the fella in it.
No, he released him. He still suffers from the injuries he received to his ribs because of the electric shocks.
Right.
And he buried the money in the woods. Years later, he retrieved the money. Only half of it was still intact, and was arrested when he tried to cash the money in England.
Right.
And if you want to learn more about that story, Christopher Waltz, is he called, the actor? He played the kidnapper in a movie of it.
Did he?
Yeah.
So that's something for us all to remember next time we forked out £1 for a Dr. Oetker pizza.
Yeah.
Dr. Oetker.
Dr. Oetker, Doc Ock.
So next time we're feasting on one of them, we can revel in that delightful story of fascism and kidnap.
Yeah, electric kidnap.
Tell you what, I saw a washing up bowl for 99p the other day.
Did you buy
That
it?
doesn't seem possible.
Was it round or rectangular?
It was rectangular,
That is a good buy, though,
isn't
isn't
it? But well, if it holds up, it is.
Well, why wouldn't it hold up?
Well, I
It's
don't know,
polyurethrene or whatever.
I don't know. I would feel suspicious. I would feel as if I wasn't living properly if I'd bought one of them.
Yeah. Do you use a washing up bowl?
I do.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I think... do you know what? I
You've got a
don't.
dishwasher,
I've got
haven't
a
you?
dishwasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, a German one, actually.
Yeah. And if you did have a washing up bowl, you wouldn't spend 99p on it, would you?
I would not. Do you know how I like the sound of that? I can't see what possible difference there would be between a 99p one and a...
You'd think that, but I bet there is.
What thinness you're looking at?
A bit of thinness, just overall dissatisfaction.
Oh, I tell you what can happen with the cheap ones. I've seen this happen.
Yeah.
You get a beautiful, vibrant red that really enhances your kitchen.
Yeah.
You say, what's different in this kitchen? It looks amazing. It's like a new build. It's fantastic. And you don't say out, but you know it's because of that bright red.
Just glance across at it. And
that bright red
maybe
washing up bowl.
wink at it.
Yeah, but over the cheap ones, over the years, they I'll call it pinking.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's a red one. Would you agree with me there? You lose a bit of the vibrancy.
Yeah. We have similar thing at the Stadium of Light, Sunderland, with the seats. Loads of our seats were red
Yeah.
when we opened the ground, and they're all pink now because of the sunlight.
Because of the sunlight.
So the seats at the Stadium of Light are probably made from the same stuff as a 99p washing up bowl.
Isn't it about time SAFC replaced them and made the place look neat and tidy?
I'm not bothered because you know what? The seats are going to be full each and every week,
So we won't see.
so we won't see them.
Yeah, full of miserable Brexiters.
Up yours.
Have you been doing any observation comedy, Andy?
I've got a little bit, yeah, I've got a bit of a routine.
Isn't it great, though?
Set.
Let's
I like
hear
to
your
call
set.
it. All right, here we go. Do you remember when you used to get your fish and chips wrapped in actual newspaper? But the EU made them stop doing it when they banned page 3 girls. It's no wonder we all voted leave. They'll be forcing us to get the same front door key next so we don't get called racists.
Yeah.
Can you identify with that?
I identify with that, yeah.
I tell you who you don't see much of these days, the mobile butcher. He used to come round in his little van full of meat and you'd be able to get in the back with him. And it was a tight squeeze and he'd let you do the chopping yourself. And then you'd drive off together and bury the bits in the woods and he'd drop you off behind the precinct at the end.
Yeah.
Did that happen to you
Yeah,
when you were a kid?
That's my childhood, yeah.
I'm trying to get a catchphrase going as well.
Go on then, what?
Is that your sausage roll, sir? Can I have it? Has it been on the floor? I'm not bothered if it has.
Well, I like it.
Is it a bit long?
It's a bit long. It's not snappy enough.
Right.
But shit, it's got a lot of content.
There's a lot going on there, isn't there?
It's like a little play.
Yeah.
I know those two people already, and I feel...
Two? Well, yeah, I
It's a
suppose
conversation,
two,
isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to build on... Would you do me a favour? Build on that story for me for next week.
The
What
sausage
happens
roll
next?
thing. All right. Yeah.
At the moment, I'm seeing a sausage roll has dropped, and someone's perfectly happy to continue with the transaction.
Well, it's dropped, but he's asking if it's been on the floor, so maybe he's seen it drop and then the other fella's picked it up and
Don't tell us that. Who knows?
Oh,
Let's
sorry.
find out.
All right.
Do you know
I
what
just
I mean?
wanted to correct you because I thought you'd got the wrong end of the stick.
Is that your set? Is that your full?
That's it, yeah.
Well, I went to pictures a couple of times this week.
Right.
The movies. Do you call it the films or the movies? Or
The
cinema?
pictures. The pictures.
So if you could say to you said your son, you'd open the cupboard door where he is, and you'd say, like, do you fancy going to the?
To the pictures, and he'd say, "What do you mean, Dad?" I'll say the cinema.
So you say pictures, he says cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. It's a generation thing.
Yeah.
Did you take them much? I suppose you have to go and
Went
see.
yesterday, actually.
What did you go and see?
The Secret Life of Pets.
Was it good?
Bog standard.
Nah,
Bang average.
I thought that might be a cheeky one, a good one.
It tried hard, but it wasn't very good.
Well, because I've got teenagers, of course, I've been to see Independence Day.
Oh, the action films, yeah.
All the action films, and The Conjuring 2, which is horror.
Is that what?
The Conjuring 2.
Oh, The Conjuring.
Yeah, it's like a follow-up movie. There was The Conjuring, now there's The Conjuring 2. They were both... Todd?
Yeah.
Toddish.
Right.
Toddy.
4 out of 10.
Yeah. Do you know what? I give Independence Day 6, and I'd give The Conjuring 5.
And that's the end of movie spot.
No, but I'm just an
I'm
intro.
still talking about...
It's an intro, so I thought
right.
I'd do
Yeah.
my observation comedy.
So you were writing some gags while you were sat there bored shitless.
No,
in
you've
the
got
pictures.
I thought I'd use it as the theme.
Right.
You know.
Do you want to just get on with it then?
All right. Good evening. Have you ever noticed? I'm doing your voice now, aren't I?
I don't know.
Have you ever noticed that when you ask for a hot dog at the cinema, do you remember hot dogs? Do you remember hot dogs?
Yay!
Have you ever noticed? They always say it's not ready, you'll be about 20 minutes. 20 minutes?
Do they?
20 minutes?
Do they?
Does that not happen with you?
No.
Oh, well, this is shit. This is no good for
They
observation.
have them
then.
already.
Well, with me, they always say it'll be about, they put a little prod in it and say it'll be about... All right, this
Are you
is...
sure that's not a cooked chicken?
No, this is... Honestly, you're ruining me.
Sorry, I'm distracting
After
you.
20 minutes, the film about the monkey will have started. And he looks... and he looks at you as if you're Jeffrey Dahmer or something. And you look down and some kid has stuck an Iron Man sticker on your brass hand. Has that happened to you?
Yay!
That wasn't bad, but I'm sorry, I didn't read. It's a basic error. If people don't normally wait for the hot dogs, I'm fucked with that as observation. Anyway, have you ever noticed that when the film gets really bright, the light reflects off your brass hand and the bloke next to you looks at you like you're an immigration officer or something and tells you to turn your phone off? Have you noticed that?
Why have you changed the voice?
I'll get back there. I'll get back. Have you ever noticed? Have you ever noticed that during the quiet parts of the film, everyone starts rustling the sweets and popcorn? Do you remember popcorn?
Yay!
Do you remember popcorn? Yay! But as soon as you unscrew your brass hand, it's all... Hey, brass hand man, turn it down. Hey, Mr. Hardhand, leave it out. You noticed that? Have you noticed that?
Yay!
My wife's so fat. When she fell down the stairs, I thought EastEnders was ending. That's just a joke, that one.
Yeah.
You ever noticed that when the film ends, you walk out and you're just waiting which one of you is going to be the first to ask? So, did you enjoy resting your brass hand on the armrest? What wild animal would you like to cuddle best of all, if you could cuddle any wild animal?
Armadillo.
Oh, you cuddle, it's rock hard, isn't it?
I know it is.
So what does that say about you?
It says whatever you want to say about me. Why has it got to be a cuddly animal?
What do you
You can
think?
get cuddly toys down the shops. You don't very often get the chance to cuddle something that's hard.
Well, Andy, exactly, because cuddling hard things isn't really where the pleasure lies, is it?
Depends what you're into.
Well, what do you think of cuddling? A big long strip of conduit or a drain pipe or so? A
Well,
wall?
you could just get a bit of wood, couldn't you? You could go out and get a bit of wood and cuddle that.
So what do you think it says about you, saying that out of all the creatures on the earth, you like to cuddle a freaking hard
A bit of wood.
Yes, a bit of shaped
I
wood.
don't know.
Well, obviously I asked because I'd like to tell you that I would like to. Do you know if they tranquilised a tiger?
Yeah.
I'd like to cuddle it, and it's breathing.
Right.
Put my arms around a great big tiger.
Are you one of them twats then?
What?
Because that's what they're into, isn't it?
Who is?
Close to dangerous nature.
Oh no,
Bear
it's not
Grylls, people like
tranquilise.
that.
No, totally out of it. Smack it on the head. I don't know what you do. Give it whiskey.
Serve you right if
Give it whiskey.
came alive,
Yeah, I suppose.
came back to life,
Yeah,
took your head off.
yeah.
Do you remember when that bear escaped in about 1980? It was
In this
called
country.
Hercules.
In this country.
Yeah, it was in Scotland.
Right,
Hercules the bear, and that fella used to wrestle it.
right.
And it escaped, and it was on the run for about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And they found it. They spotted it from a helicopter and tranquilised it.
Oh, I wish you were. I was really hoping you were going to say they spotted it from the air and it had set up a little camp.
No. They
Like-
tranquilised it and returned it back to the man.
Yeah.
And he continued to wrestle it.
So
for money.
that's just a story of a tranquilisation.
That's just my
really.
best tranquiliser story.
Yeah, I liked it. Liked it well enough.
I've got some questions for you
Go on then.
from blood relatives of mine. Bob,
Yeah, hi.
as a millionaire,
Yeah.
etc., etc., when you're buying a birthday present for a pal who doesn't have as much money as you have,
Yeah.
like, say, for example, someone whose birthday it might be next Tuesday,
Yeah.
maybe it's like, for example, say me,
Yeah.
would you get them something simple and cheap so that they don't feel obliged to return the gesture when it's your birthday, or do you put 50 quid notes in their card and load it up like a twat?
What was the first option? Sorry.
Just something cheap and simple.
Really cheap, really simple.
All right, doesn't matter about that then. As a millionaire, Bob, when you go to the awards ceremonies or
Yeah.
the movie premieres at the pictures in London's West End,
Yeah.
do you buy the overpriced sweets in the foyer, or do you smuggle your own in, secreted away in a hidden compartment of your tuxedo jacket that's been specially created for you by your blind tailor slave who you call your stitch mouse?
I don't have a stitch mouse. Are you trying? Is there a new angle here that you're trying to suggest I'm tight? Is that what you're saying?
Whatever the angle is up for me to
I just
know.
wanna-
And
you-
you can just
Neither.
answer the question. It was a simple question.
All right, and
no side to
Here's
it.
the simple answer. Well, I mean, the reality is, when I go to the cinema, I buy a hot dog and a drink.
To the movie premieres and the awards ceremonies. I'm not talking about going to
I
see
don't go.
Independence
I've never
Day.
been to a movie premiere in my life.
Really?
Really. Next one, come on.
Right, okay. Is it true that you were present at the Alderman's recent vasectomy reversal operation, along with the other members of the parish council gang, and which was carried out on a massive banqueting table while feasting and frolicking went on all around?
I'm very fond of the Alderman. I do kiss the Alderman. I'm not aware of any such ceremony, nor was I present at such a ceremony.
Did he dance a jig on the banqueting table after the operation and roar, "The little Alderman is back on the starting grid"?
There was no ceremony. There was no special meal. There was no operation on the Alderman that I'm aware of. Thank you, Andy.
Your silence speaks volumes.
Is that it, is it?
Yes.
All right, well, I'll hit you with the wife's questions, and as you've started questioning. These are wife's questions, remember, not me, yeah?
Right, yeah, your
So,
wife, yeah.
Andrew, apart
Andrew?
from the way you dress and look, have you ever committed and been charged with a crime?
No comment.
So you have then, yeah?
No comment.
I have. Why wouldn't you say I didn't? I've been charged
This
with...
is what they do in 24 hours in custody.
What?
No comment.
Oh, okay. Well, can I be your solicitor just for a second?
Go on then.
Don't answer that question.
No comment.
Good lad.
So you're the inquisitor and the solicitor.
I
in
used
this
to be a
scenario.
solicitor, of
I know
course.
you did.
Yeah. I used to do that.
Do you still have the skills?
It's nice to whisper over in their ear. No comment, don't be a daft cunt.
No comment.
Anyway, so, Andrew, you sound a bit dozy, a bit slow, a bit dim-witted, but you're also quite uppity, a bit haughty and snobbish. So tell me, Andrew, do you like comic books? Because I reckon you do.
How shall I answer this one?
No, the solicitor's gone.
Please be the solicitor again.
I think it's probably best to answer that one.
Some comic books.
Oh, she's nailed you. So you're a comic book kid, are you?
No, I've read some in the past.
Have you in your... This is my question.
Right. Hang on.
All right, I'll follow up next week if you want. You were a comic book kid.
No, I've read some comic books in the past when I was younger.
Listeners, I promise you, heart on heart, that I will investigate fully this comic book addiction that he's got. He's a comic book guy.
You'll not. It's not going to happen.
Final question from the wife. If you sleep on your front, do you wake up with sore tits?
I'm going to have to get a new solicitor.
Honestly, because it's a slightly sexual nature, the question. I really think you should answer that one.
What shall I say, though?
Just answer truthfully, it's always best. So, Andy, are you going to answer? If you sleep on your front, do you wake up with sore tits?
I sleep on my front because if I sleep on my back, it's generally quite hard for us to turn over.
Because of?
My immense weight.
Okay. There's the answers. The wife will be very, very grateful. You mentioned the Alderman then. Would you like to hear what's happened?
Right up there, haven't I?
Comic book boys. Do you want to hear about the Alderman?
Yeah, the latest installment from the Alderman.
What is it? I saw him on Wednesday. Uh-huh. So up in Stockton.
You get up there a lot, don't you and the Alderman?
Yeah,
charity
Stockton.
Work again, was it?
Did you know, this is something you can investigate, you can get me on. Did you know that my father was called Charles Stockton Mortimer? His father was called Charles Stockton Mortimer. And the great-great-grandfather operated the bus company, the first bus company, Stockton to Darlington.
Right.
Yeah, before the trains get in.
Did the name Stockton after him or something? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, except for this. And owned half of Stockton-on-Tees.
Oh,
and when
the shit half.
Yeah, the shit half. And when I was a little boy, I used to go around with my dad collecting the rents.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like a little...
You like the sound of that, don't you?
Little...
Yeah.
Landlord.
Yeah. Daddy, look at those ruffians playing with hoops.
Yes. Take their money.
Why are they kicking that tin can? And all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I just thought you might like to know. So I was up in Stockton.
I'll be using that in the future as well.
Yes, I know. Went out for a meal at Maddox. Do you know the country club Maddox?
In Stockton, I've never been to Stockton.
All right, I just wondered. It's a nice place, Andy. It's like near a golf course. You can probably picture it. And of an evening, you can have the Oriental buffet, or you can just have main menu, or, and this is what I like about Maddox, you can just have a few bar snacks. They have a little thing that says, quote, mix and match, yeah? Quote, dare to share.
All of this pertinent to the...
Yeah, no. It's typical of Maddox, that kind of attitude. It's quite a stuffy looking place, but they know how to make you laugh. Like mix and match, dare to share, that sort of thing. Anyway, I was just in a world of my own, just sat there eating a hot dog starter from the main menu, right? And there's a bit of a rumpus. In walks... Can you guess?
Dun, dun, dun! The Alderman.
The Alderman and all his cronies, yeah? And it is important. So he's wearing dark blue slacks, and they look a bit loose around the waist,
right?
And a tight brown polo neck. That's quite a nice look, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're all laughing, joking, filling the plates up. They went Oriental buffet, filling the plates up at the buffet. And I'd got to be honest with you, I couldn't help noticing that for a big bloke, he's still got quite a nicely defined arse.
Yeah.
Do you know sometimes bigger fellas will lose it.
But he's kept it tight.
Yeah, not bad. And anyway, so I just kept my head down. I couldn't be bothered with him and his cronies and all that. And they got the big round table in the middle of the room. And the town clerk gives that little speech, and they present a gift to the Alderman. Yeah. Turns out it's a big leather belt with a massive, ornate buckle on it. Right? So I thought his slacks looked a bit loose. So he puts it on, stands up, and he says, "Mortimer! Come over here, lad." Oh, shit, he's seen me. So I go over a bit sheepish. I mumbled something about having a butter allergy or something, just to, sound
take the heat off a little bit.
Whatever. Yeah. Is there something you want? He asked. And I thought, to be honest, because of the arse, I think, I said I wouldn't say no to a kiss, to be honest. Yeah.
The arse had piqued your interest.
That's something, because I said, yeah, there is actually. I wouldn't mind a little kiss. So I leaned... in, all the cronies, the town clerk, kissed the Alderman, kissed the Alderman, kissed the Alderman. Then I got the shock of my life. No! Oh. Kiss the buckle!
Oh.
Yeah. new belt, right? So they all chant, kiss the buckle, kiss the buckle. So I thought, oh, shit, I didn't what I wanted, but I will do. So I knelt down in front of him.
Well, hang on, it's quite near the arse.
I know, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to say this, but as I was down on his buckle, I was holding on on his arse. Yeah, much, I tell you, a lot firmer than you'd think.
Yeah.
Do you know when you're testing steaks and they say you press it in a different, you know, it would be quite well done.
Yeah, so you pushed your thumb into it, did you?
I couldn't help but like push my fingers into it, you know what I mean?
Did he react?
Well, he doesn't really. He's quite a cold fish.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's what keeps everyone so... But anyway, he's a bit... So I'm down there on my knees, like moulding his ass like a little cat's do, you know what I mean? And I give his buckle a really nice long kiss, best as I could. And it smelt a bit like miso soup down there. So finished, I thanked him, you know, a bit disappointed, obviously. And I thought, God, I really fancy some miso soup now because of the smell from the buckle area and all that. So I swapped from the Oriental menu to from the main menu to the Oriental buffet.
Can you do that?
That's the thing, Andy. So come the end of the night, I was charged for both main menu and for the buffet because I'd swapped between them.
What, they don't just charge you for the higher one?
No, it's
that's terrible, that.
So I ain't going to Maddox again.
No,
I know
they're
good fun. They're good fun, but
no, that's a rip off. That like.
So I might sing that. My last meal at Maddox. There you go.
Never going there again.
No way, baby.
That's a shame.
So what else have we got?
Well, the fact that you haven't established your credentials yet as the memory man, you've been quite backwards and coming forwards with that this week.
Andy, please, for the viewers and for me, I think 17 times now I've established my credentials as a memory man with football stats 1876 to date.
Right.
So I'm not willing to do it.
You want to back off from that, do you?
I'm not. Give us another subject.
Well, all right, because it's not all strictly football on the podcast. So
exactly.
How are you?
You think of something?
Sewing machines.
On sewing machines.
Sewing machines.
I'll give it a stab as long as it's post-war.
You don't get to lay down the.
No, but I'm telling you what my expertise is, and I'm willing to say, singer, sewing. I don't know.
Go on, I'll give you one on a singer. Right, all right.
Go on then.
Memory man.
Hi.
Do you remember the year in which Singer?
Here we go.
Issued the very first electrical sewing machine?
Mm.
It's having a long suck on the crack pipe there. What do you think so?
Yes, I do.
Memory man. Oh, what about that?
Bang, boom, crash.
That's put me in the corner, hasn't it?
Hasn't it, though? See, and that was a bit more fun as well. Sealants, you like sealants?
Sealants?
What are you like?
Sealants?
Not sealants. Like, here's the scenario, right? Oh, says Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody sealants come off around the top of the sink, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I better redo it.
Or it's got a bit mouldy.
Or even, yeah,
Yeah.
So I imagine, first of all, as it first peels, you just press it in a bit.
Yeah.
See if that works. But when it has to be replaced, would you instinctively buy like a tube and take it from the tube, or would you always use one of the guns?
I'll use a gun.
Even for a small sink job?
Yeah.
Really?
I always use a gun.
And are you any good with them?
Oh, I'm pretty good, yeah, and I don't use one of them tools for flattening and smoothing either. I just use my thumb.
And do you wet your thumb before you do it?
Well, obviously, yeah.
What, you stick up your arse first, do you? Is that what you do? So, all right then.
All right then.
Do you have a choice in what do you are you bothered about whether it's water based or silicon based or whether it's transparent or white or?
I choose a white silicon based sealant every time.
Is that because you got a white bathroom suite?
Yeah, that's why that is. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you did have a black one like I do.
Oh,
if you did that, yeah,
black bathroom.
Yeah, black bath, black sink, black toilet. Yeah, if you did, would you use transparent or black?
With that, I can't even imagine it.
Yeah,
I can't envisage what that would be like because I've never been in a black bathroom.
You got any floor tile? You know, like tiles on the floor?
Where's this going?
No, I just asked if you got any tiles.
There's tiling, yeah.
And what? And you're grouted, yeah?
They're grouted, obviously, aye.
Is the grout same colour as tiles, or?
No.
No, so what colour is your tile?
White tiles.
White tiles.
Grey grouting.
Grey grouting.
Yeah.
Why did you plump for that?
It was the house came like that. I'd put it
Oh, I
myself.
see. If you could, in your big wild dreams, your big silly daft dreams, would you like to change it to white?
If I had half a day spare and a few quid in the bank,
Yeah.
I'd probably do it myself and regrout.
When you do it white,
I'd do it white.
you'd be wrong.
Really?
You'd be so wrong. Yeah.
Why?
Because as you use, do you have a mop or a sponge or something?
Yeah,
that you wash
I
the
have,
floor
yeah.
with? Do you have one of those big sponges that's like a foot?
I wish my solicitor was
that's
here.
shaped like a human foot that
No,
you wash it with there.
I have a mop.
Like, all the
Standard
shit
mop.
soaks into the grout, and if you put white grout in, you'd have grey grout within probably 2 months anyway.
Well, there you go. Be
So-
a nice 2 months, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, would be quite.
So who's the loser? It's not me.
Yeah, you could imagine you like in Ibiza with those tile, those cool tide that are cool on your
I've never
feet.
been to Ibiza here. I can't imagine.
I've never been to Ibiza. Island-wise, I've been to Mallorca. Take that.
I've been to Menorca. What do you think about that?
It sounds better than me. It sounds better.
You wanna go again? Islands you've been to?
Okay, I've been to Parrot Key Island in Turks and Caicos.
You've made that up.
I have not. And do you know who was staying there when I was staying there?
Was it
Go really, really big.
Grim Lasso?
Oh, I forgot. I said really, really big.
Did he Drogba?
Robert De Niro.
Whoa!
And at the bar, Mr. Keith.
Chegwin.
Mr. Keith Richards. Top that for an island retreat.
I went to Kos.
All right, yeah.
That's where the story ends.
Who was there?
Just me.
Theopathetus.
Just me on my own.
Well, if you had the whole of Kos to yourself,
Well, it was not just me in the room.
have you had a nice time there on your own in Kos?
It was a kind of a rehab sort of vibe.
Yeah.
You know,
But-
when you just need to go away somewhere on your own for a week.
Is that? Oh,
It was
you
a
did,
bit like that.
You did one of them, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just me and my comic. No.
Comic books. I cannot wait. I can't wait.
Did you watch Top Gear this week?
I've only watched the first Top Gear of this new series.
Oh, have you not seen any more? Because it's finished now.
All right, it's over
It's
now.
finished now, and Timmy Mallett's left.
Has he?
Yep, I think they're bringing Wackaday back on Channel 4
Yeah.
next autumn, so he's concentrating on that. But it was really good, the last one. Timmy and his sidekick, Kramer from Seinfeld,
Right.
they went out on the BMXs
Yeah.
on the last one, and they tried to see who could blow the biggest bubble.
Yeah.
The bubble gum while they were doing a wheelie at the same time.
That's a hilarious
It was
idea.
really good. And Kramer was doing his wheelie and his bubble gum, and someone was hiding in the bushes,
Yeah.
and they chucked a stick through his spokes,
Whoa.
and he went arse over tit,
Right.
but they never found out who it was.
Yeah. I love that zany wacky stuff.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Isn't it the
It's
best?
finished now, though.
Oh, it's finished now, and Timmy's been given the elbow.
No,
has he?
Timmy's chosen to leave.
Oh, he's
because
chosen
he's
to
going
leave,
back
has
to
he?
do Wackaday
Right.
in the mornings.
Nothing to do with how he behaved or anything.
No.
No.
Behaviour exemplary, apparently.
Really
From
professional.
my reports from the set.
Okay. Well, I've not much more to say, Andy. I don't know whether you want, but interesting. My song ties in with the earlier story about McLaren, but
Before we just do the song, do you have time to explain the annuity that the Football League pay to you each year?
well, I haven't got time to do it now. But
All right, we'll just hang that back for next week.
well,
Louise.
just to remind, but yeah, of course.
In the future.
I when I was at university, actually, I did something in the penalty area,
Yeah.
perfectly legal, within the rules of association football, and scored an incredible goal. And subsequently, it turns out that if this move got into the public domain, it would kind of be the end of football, because you could, as soon as the ball was in the penalty area, you could score a
Do
goal.
this and score.
So I'm paid an annuity by the football authorities every single year
Yep.
to keep my mouth shut. But I've decided to use Athletico Mince
To reveal what it is.
to reveal what it
But
is.
We'll do that at some point in the future.
We'll do that, probably do that next week if you want. Although I think there might be a lot of stuff about comic books next week.
You reckon?
Yeah.
That would very much.
What's the
because
last
I'll be
one you
speaking to my solicitor after this, and there'll be an injunction.
Andy,
Yeah.
I'm not a real solicitor.
Fuck.
So,
Have you got a song from?
well, I've got a song. I mean, I kind of got a song. It actually came out of the DJ session that Roy
All right, yeah.
and Steve had at the house. And it goes, if you remember, it's "We got a brand new convoy. That's the tune, all right? So theirs was a little bit more jazzy, had all the sort of sounds mixing and all that, but I'll just sing it like the original.
Right-o.
Right-o, so... Fat lass bought me a short sleeve, it's a plain blue comfort fit. It came with 2 spare buttons and a voucher for some wicker shit. Then Roy comes in, yeah? Fat lass bought him a short sleeve with sweat holes in each pit. It better be quick dry nylon, 'cause it's covered in reptile sick. It's all right. I haven't sworn during it.
It might have been better if it had the beats and the grooves.
Fat lass bought it, and yeah, I can't do that. Well, I've enjoyed seeing you, Mr. Park and Ride. So,
is there anything else we can add to this? It's been quite troubling, this one, I think.
Well, it's hot in here, isn't it?
It is, but I feel emotionally battered.
Yeah.
The comic book stuff.
There's a look on your face.
They're being duped by a solicitor.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable right now.
Do you know, have you seen that murder thing about the rich American bloke? What's it called?
Could you just stop talking now,
No, please let me see. You know, the rich American bloke who killed 3 people or something.
Is this part of Bob's Crime Club?
No, you've seen it. The fella,
haven't.
he was the son of a property magnate in America.
Oh, Robert Durst.
Robert Durst.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember the moment in that when they showed him the envelope and he's like, when he realises he's been found out?
Yeah.
That was the exact look on your face.
That's exactly how I feel.
When you revealed your comic book addiction.
God.
Thank you. Never been happier.
Bastard.